Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have a short video here that I want to do for you guys and for everybody outside, that is looking for repair information and wire diagrams and everything. Pretty much dealer wire diagrams for everyone. And this is actually the same title that you will see in the mechanic mindset. And this video is actually the one got me to make this video because his recommendations, I mean, if they're good, yes, you can access a website to access data for BMW, but in his video, is trying to tell people to go over to eManual online, let's say to access um, a 2011, like he's doing in here, BMW 320D E91, and tell the people, yeah, you're only going to pay $42.99 to access that specific car. If you follow along his video, which I'm going to just fast forward, what you will see is that you are actually accessing the BMW information, original from BMW. So yes, that is the best information, obviously. But what I don't like is you don't need that e-manuals at all. What would you pay for uh, on a specific car, just for one car, $42.99, when you can just go over to BMW website. If you guys want to know which one is the which is the website, yes, that is bmwtechinfo.bmwgroup.com, and then you will be logging into here. It's $32 per one day for unlimited beans, unlimited BMWs, Mini Coopers, and Rolls-Royce information that you want to access. When you get into here, let me get now into my credentials. So I have already logged in. So in here, this is you already will have your credential. You pay the $30 or how much it was it? Let me just remember that. $32. So you will have your username and password, and then you log in. You got two different ways to access BMW information. You can either connect to BMW Diagnostics, which is what he's shown in there, which is if you are trying to use BMW Diagnostics, which I have here, so let me open the BMW Diagnostics, which I can use. This is a Windows 11 computer, so you will not want to use a BMW, a Windows 11 computer if you want to use a diagnostics. You can use diagnostic with ICOM, ICOM Next, or a JPass through device. I would recommend you to have, if you want to do diagnostics and programming, to get yourself an ICOM Next, and you can do connect to BMW for a one day, or if you buy the subscription for a whole month, it's $270 for 30 days. You can use programming, coding, and do for any vehicles. When you access that, let me put my VIN number in here so we are moving forward. So this is, again, original information for BMW. You will click into cases, where if you are going to connect to a car and you got already the icon connected to your computer, you will just click on read out vehicle information and then full identification. You can also use this like with no icon connected if all you're looking is for information, and you will put your bin number in here, which this is my car's bin number, and then this will start to gather from the servers of BMW the information of the car that you enter, and you can use this again for a one-day subscription, for a 30-day subscription, or for a whole year subscription. In the shop in here I pay for a year subscription, which is for me the best because I don't have to be, enter my credentials or looking for, anything else, right? But if you just want to access information for yourself for one day and start to pay what the mindset is, the mechanic mindset is telling you to do in here, pay $42.99 for one day access to a specific car. This is for one bean number. That's it, no more. And this is very short because I'm going to show you how much more you can do when you buy the subscription from BMW. So You see, right now I'm in the same information that you will see on his video. If you want to access wire diagrams, you will go into vehicle management, look at that red hand that I have here, or the mouse like. You're going to go into troubleshooting, and then you can either go into function structure or component structure. You can do also text search if you want to look for something specific. Let's say if I know that I'm looking for injectors, well, then just type injectors in the text search, injectors, and that will look for anything related to injectors. So this is the easiest way if you're looking for uh, a wire diagram. Anything that shows SSP is wire diagrams. REP as repair, and FUB as like functional descriptions, just to keep it simple. If you are connected to the car, there is more that you can do. All these ABLs are test plans. Those are a lot of information that you can, if you have the icon, you are connected to the car, you can run the test plan for the specific fault codes and anything in the car. But let's say, you know, you're just looking for wire diagrams. Okay, fuel injectors, then I can click in here, double click, and now this will open the wire diagrams for the injectors. In here, you have a lot of information. You can zoom in. Let's go into injector number one. Okay, injector number one for BMW is Y6 for my BMW, Y6101. If I click in there, right where the red hand is, right here, right? If I click in there, this is going to open the location of the injector in a separate, uh, you will see in a second here on the right hand side. It's going to populate a picture. It depends on the year of the car. It can be a diagram like this, but so we're looking for Y6101. So Y6101 is injector number one, close to the elbow on the intake, and it tells you which side is one located. It'll also tell you component descriptions you can have. If you click in here, then you have all the repairs, you know, description and installation location. In here, you can click twice because it has component. You see it says 202 or 1 of 2, and it tells you what kind of injectors and everything that you have. To go back to the full screen, you click on this side and then you click on full screen. That will close what we have open. There is a lot more information in here. BMW tells you the size of the wire. In this case, it's a 1.0, and this wire, this pin one on the injector, is a Y wire. The other pin, it could be either Y with a blue or a blue. If we want to know more, you click here on overview right here. If I click in here, this open this menu in here. I can now explode this more, and this will locate. If I double click in here, it will put a mark on where that component is located. You see, I can actually even zoom into injector 2 or injector 1. You see, I can go injector 3, and now let's zoom out because I'm now zooming too much. So let me zoom out so we can see this better. But you see all those are selected because I selected in here. The same thing is with the lines. So you see how we have in here P underscore EBZ1M. It tells you what that is. So if I look for PEBC1M, right here, it says actuation of injector 1, minus side, so the negative side. Then the other one, PEBC1P, which is also here, it says actuation of injector for cylinder 1, positive side. Remember, this is a GDI engine. But you see how simple is this? This is very simple. There is a lot of information. And if I close this, we also have the plugs. It tells me where the plugs are located. Again, if I click in there, it's going to take me over to that A466B, and then you can again look for the connector because all that, if I click in here, is going to open again another pop-up image and show me how the connector looks on those injectors. That is exactly how it looks. Again, installation location and connector view. All right, so if we go over to how we started, vehicle managed, troubleshooting, and then component structure. In here, or function structure, which probably the best thing you can do. So let's say powertrain. If you click on the plus, you can now see a submenu. If you don't know where you're looking for precisely, I will recommend you to not click on the plus, just click on the first line where it says Engine Electronics MEBD. This will populate everything that is connected to the engine electronics computer. Of course, it's going to take a little longer because it's now searching entire sensors, ABLs. So we will have anything, again, if I will be connected to the car, all those test plans will be populated in black and you will be able to do it. But since we're not connected on the car, those are not obviously possible to do. But the rest functions of operations and any other wire diagrams will all be here. So we can see we got the 12-volt supplies for sensors or system, air supply, alternator, crankshaft position sensor, engine cooler, etc. All those diagrams are here. If I click on the crankshaft position sensor, this is again going to open that specific wire diagram, and then we have the same things. We have the lines description. If I click in here in overview and I go over to lines, okay, MKWG, MKWG ground for crankshaft position sensor. PKWG crankshaft position sensor signal, UKWG supply for sensor actuator. It tells you the connectors, it tells you everything. In here, you will also have all the information for repairs. If you want to do repairs, now you go into the upper menu and you click on repair and maintenance. This and BMWs and Mini Coopers are done in groups. You will not see or you will not know what group 11 is, but now you know. Group 11 is engine, 12 is engine electronics, 13 mixture control, fuel supply, and everything else it says in here. Again, if I click in here, it's going to open everything. Let's say, I need to know how to replace the oil pan for the torque specs and everything. I click in there, this is going to populate everything, removing and installing the lower or the upper. Well, let's say we're doing the lower. Again, I click in there, and this is going to give me all the repair information on how to remove and install the lower pin. If I move this down, I'm gonna have to do it by hand. It tells you the necessary preliminary tasks, remove the reinforcement plate and drain the oil, obviously. But yeah, though this is guided completely. And when you see anything that says tighten torque, obviously the tighten torque, if I click in here, it's going to tell me we're going into the 3AC, 3AC oil sump lower section to upper section, and it's telling me that it's 27 Newton meters. So you see all the information is in here. The other thing that you don't get with what the mindset, the mechanic mindset is recommended is the access to air. If I click in here, if I'm right now here on diagnostic, because this is the diagnostics, right? And I click in here on air. Oh, one thing that I forgot to mention, when you're in there, let me just go back to ISTA. I can print all that and I can save all this information. So if you have a printer or a PDF file, you can just click on the printer, right? And then print the document, click OK. This is going to populate where you want to save it, and it's in my computer. I already have it as default to save it as a PDF, and I can save this. I'm not going to do it because I have access for yearly and I don't need this. But right, we already click on air, so this is going to open now the web browser. So let's minimize this. Now this is access to original information on the BMW site for all the vehicles that you want during that date or 30 days or the whole year. This is even the color of my car. This is specifically to the VIN number of my car. The nice thing about Air, and again, with the other software, the mindset is recommended, you don't get access to this. So it's very minimum information that you are paying more money for, because you see there is no access for anything of air or nothing. It's very minimalistic. So for one vehicle, for one time, that's it. All right. So you see how much more you can get paying less. So, and not only this, if I scroll down from here and I go down, I mean, this is all the components and original equipment installed on the car. I can access also the vehicle histories. When was the last time this car was serviced on the dealer or anything was done? I don't take this car to the dealer since 2019 because I'm doing, my own work. But I know that in 2019, when this car had 52,000 miles, all this was done. Whenever you see this on green, they were done. Whenever it's on red, that means it's necessary to do. And I can scroll down to see all that good information. I mean, this is great information. And when you see a repair like this, I see anytime you see a plus sign, you can click on it, and you can click on the job and see what was done. See, red tires, whatever was done, alignment. So they did an alignment on the car. In here on air, which if you don't need or you're not doing diagnostics, I would not even recommend you to install ISTA, which I'm going to show you how to do in a second. You can access everything in here. And the nice thing is you can access parts because in ISTA diagnostics, you cannot access parts. You click in here, and now you're going to see all the groups with images. So in here, you can access, let's say I'm looking for let's make something simple, an injector. In group 13, you have anything related to fuel system, right? So we got the injectors, the fuel rail, with the high pressure pumps, the throttle body, etc. So if I click on any of this in here, let's click on the high pressure pump, and I click on the number one, that tells me high pressure pump, and I have now the part number. Now I can look for that part number, and I know that that is the correct part number for my car. So you see how much more information you get in here? A lot more information. In here, you can access wire diagrams the same way we were doing in ISTA, component and functional structure. So if we go into functional structure, let me just see, powertrain. And now we have everything. You can click in here, crankshaft position sensor, the same diagram that we were looking at before. We have to click again to make this allow completely view, and now you have the overview the same way as in ISTA with all the lines and components and everything to explain what is in the diagram. You also get the repair instructions in the same way. You will have to click in here, and then again group 11, 12, and everything. It tells you everything in order, right? You also get the fly rate units if you want to know how much is to replace. um, let's go over to the lower oil pan, right? So let's go over to let me see. Engine. I'm looking for the oil pan. I might have passed it, but I don't have my glasses, so please bear with me. You can also look for here. You can text. I mean, you can type in there. So let's go oil pan. All right. So we're going to search, remove install, replacing the lower oil pan section. So you click in here, and now it's telling you what is included on replacing the lower oil pan. If you click on this flat rate units, it tells you what is included. I can open this up, and it tells you removing and installing and replacing the outer body protection. That's the only thing that is actually included in there. But you can click on the repair instructions, and that will take you immediately to what we saw before in ISTA. The same thing, right? So we have everything the same way, and we have the torque specs in here. So the same thing, 3AC. If I click in here, it's now opening the same thing that you saw. So this way you don't have to install nothing on your computer. If all you're looking for is information, you got everything in here. You don't have to download nothing. Also, once you already have access and you purchase the subscription for 1 day or for 1 month or for 1 year, you can go back to BMW main site. So this is like in here, if I want to access, let's say, we're in home. This is how you will land on the BMW website. In order to go to the ISTA or Air, you can click on AOS, and now this populates because you can download also BMW for the all each chassis is the P, which is for programming. For diagnostics, it's all the same, always an ISTA. For programming on F chassis and G chassis and B chassis, right, the new ones, everything will be on here. For programming on the all vehicles, ISTA P is necessary. Again, you can access Air in here, and this will open Air. I can close this one in here, so let me close that one. And this is all you need to do is you see where clicking there, you just click start, and now this will populate and it's going to request for you to put a big number. So I have multiple big numbers in here. Let's say, I click on this one, and now we're having a different vehicle. This is going to be E70 BMW X5 M chassis. All right, so we're going into packages, flat rate units, if you have service information bulletins, so you got all fluids, all the information. So please don't follow for BMW, don't follow the recommendations on the mechanic mindset because you will be wasting your money. It's not fair to recommend that. Going back into the website here, the main website, which is very important, you can click on training and training technical training manuals. And here you can download your entire vehicle manual. So let's look for N63. So now this is the N63 engines. So N63 engines, whatever engine is yours, you can download the entire manual. So let's download the N63 TU. This is going to open the entire manual for the N63. This has 77 pages. So if I scroll down, you will see that in here you got access to all the original information. You can download this to your computer, and now you got a manual forever. You have everything for your vehicle. So again, all I'm trying to show you and give you access to is don't pay that $43. It's a waste of money. Pay $32 and get more. Because in here you can even get a scope patterns. You can select like each chassis. Like there is a lot of, you see, like these are actually, like let's click on one. This is a waveform of a CAN FD, and it tells you how it's supposed to look with waveforms from a oscilloscope. So this is access to all technical information from BMW. Very important. So again, all I'm trying to show you guys is don't waste your money with that website for BMW. I'm not sure if that covers any other cars, but realistically, for what he's showing for BMWs, go straight to BMW. Again, I'm going to put in here one more time the website that you need to access, which is bmwtechinfo.bmwgroup.com, and that will take you over to this website where you can select a subscription plan. 1 day, 24 hours, 30 days, or 1 year, and these are the prices. Don't let anyone fool you. Don't let, don't let anyone try to take advantage and try to sell you a very minimum information where you can access a lot more. I hope that you guys like this video. I'm sorry, mechanic mindset that you're trying to promote that company. I don't know if you're related to them or not. I'm not related to BMW. I don't make any money by trying to show this, but I want to help everybody. If you're looking for the correct information, this is where you need to go. All right, guys, thank you so much for visiting the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.